without for now, or with, who knows. Anyway, right, let's get going. Okay, so I've said welcome 3 times already, so why not carry on? So, the back end of the last episode, you'll have remembered that we won the Carling Cup final. At that point is when I went on honeymoon, and I thought I took my laptop because I needed it for the teacher training stuff. And yeah, I played basically 3 months ahead, and then I was racking my brain trying to think of ways how I could sort of get around this 3-month lapse. And also there's quite big news and part of this. So anyway, we'll reveal the fixtures slowly. And it's been a while since I've actually had a quick look at this save yesterday, and I forgot quite a lot of it. So if we look at it month by month, if I can do this carefully, there we go. Right, okay. So March, following the Capital One Cup final win, we had a mixed month with 3 wins and 3 losses to big teams as well. So we struggled against Liverpool and United, and then Southampton came out of nowhere and just trounced us. But that's disgusting. Stop burping. Ugh. Well, see, I did say there's going to be mistakes and all sorts in this, so this may not be as enjoyable for most people because I normally cut all of this crap out. So anyway, the key fixture in all of this is the 6th round of the FA Cup, where I know I can show you. I can show you it because I was absolutely cacking it because some of you may remember Pojan Palo had quite an impressive game against us in the league where he scored 4, but we won't mention that. I've just mentioned it. Anyway, Villa went 1-0 up, and then Villa went 2-0 up, and I thought, here we go again. Then they had a man sent off. Well, actually, no, we got a goal back, and then they had a man sent off, and then Odion Ighalo went a bit wild and scored 4. So that's great. And of course, he hadn't scored in like 4 games either, so evened things out, which was terrific, and also meant that we're in the stupid fixtures have reset now as well. Great. Technical issues. So yes, I've just revealed. Well, you've seen it all now. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so we got through into the FA Cup semi-final. League form sort of into April picked up a little bit. We were against some sort of weaker sides, and I think we're still sort of hovering between 4th and 6th. We then came against Man City in the FA Cup semi-final. Now, I knew I'm not going to win the league because the points gap was way out. So I thought I'll put my strongest team out for them, knowing that I've got them in the following fixture in the league, which we lost 2-0, but beating them 3-2 in the FA Cup semi-final, our first FA Cup final. Big stuff. And there we have it. So we finished fairly strong in the league. We drew against Chelsea, and Chelsea have been sort of doing actually pretty well in the... I'll show you the league table for last season in a bit. And Everton struggled against us, although they did manage to get a late goal. And then the shock of all, we drew Liverpool in the FA Cup final, and we absolutely hammered them. Not possession-wise, that was sort of tight, but they got a really strong side, but they could not get past us, which was great, and meant a domestic double of weird sorts, but it was a domestic double all the same. A very good performance all round. Ricardo Kishner just tearing it up. I'm going to show you each individual player as well because, well, I think you deserve it because I'm nice. But yeah, 3-0. It wasn't just like, a tight 1-0 win, convincing. And this was, I played this whilst we were in the hotel and turned to the wife and said, I just won the FA Cups. Not a solitary bag of poo was given. So that was nice. Bag of poo. Oh, I'm really going to regret having to be, censoring myself. Oh well. So that was last season's table. Last season. So we finished 6th with sort of our mixed results sort of towards the end of the season not really helping us. Chelsea finished strong but were 6 points behind United. And we were kind of a bit off the pace, really. We've obviously qualified for Europe through winning 2 domestic trophies. So we are in the Europa League, but we were 4 points shy of Arsenal. So this next season's target is Champions League. Maybe title, but I didn't say that because it's probably not going to happen. So that is how the league finished. Does anyone want to see the other leagues, or do you not care? You probably don't care. If you want to see them, speak up now, or forever hold your peace. No one cares. Okay, that's fine. So before we go through the players, we are going to look at the transfers. And I've been a busy boy. Not that way. No. Just we've talked about this before, haven't we? We've talked about it many times. I don't have the filthy mind. You all have the filthy mind. And it's something we've got to sort of start eradicating and sorting out and resolving together. Treat me as your counsellor if you need, but maybe not, because I don't really care that much. It's pretty mean, isn't it? Oh well. So transfers. Don't look at those. Ignore that. Oh balls. This is where you want why does it go to transfer centre? It doesn't help me hide things, does it? So these are the transfers. Let me just see if any got sort of trapped at the end of last season. No. Everyone knows about all of those. Hello, James. Sorry, I've only just noticed your message. Waving. I'm waving back. See? Interaction. Like you've never seen before. Actual waving. Oh, before we... Look, it's now clean again. Tidy. Remove the can. That was that hard. It was actually full. Must have opened it earlier, didn't realise. Anyway, if you didn't watch the little prelude video to this that I uploaded late last night, that will make no sense. But hey, when does anything I say make sense? Don't all say never at once. You mean people. So, as usual, we will start with the outs. And Danny Drinkwater, a measly 100k, but I think, how many games did he play? Bugger all. 1. He played 1 game in the league, and he was collecting a princely 10 grand a week. So that was something I wanted to knock on the head fairly sharpish. Andrea Schiavone, he's been with us for a while actually, and he nearly went in January of last season. I thought finally it's time for him to move on. If we want to move up, injury prone, he did play a number of games for us over the few or 3 seasons he was with us. We signed him from Juventus. Was he from? Well, it says Livorno there, but I'm quite sure that was just on loan. Yes, I was right. And he's on to Walsall, who are now in the Championship of all places. Watford and us seem to be doing hella business. I'm too old for saying street stuff like that. Been watching Breaking Bad again. That's what it is. The Jesse influence. Anyway, Ben Marshall, Watford, a cut price deal. Although I didn't. Well, his value has dropped since he barely played last season, and that's because he was valued at like 11 million for most of the season, and I have no idea why, because his stats are like mediocre at best for the Premiership, really. And I should have sold him when I was getting bids for like 8 million, but oh well. Hang on, did that say? Oh, I was going to say under 21s. Jesus. So, Premier League last season, he only played 5 games, but got an assist. But performances were nowhere near the levels we'd become accustomed to and used to. So, yeah, I thought cut my losses. He was earning ridiculous. I think it was on 30k. So he's actually dropped in wage to go to Watford, who now were they relegated last season? This is where I'm more prepared normally, and I'll cut all this out. But no, they've been in the Championship for a while, so that's that. Ryan Bennett, another one. It just shows you sort of the level of player that we had, that was still in the team, still playing in the Premiership, but for some reason I was persisting with. Ryan Bennett is one of those players, and I don't think he even played last season. Maybe he got a game. Oh, he got 2. Blimey. Very much and if you sneak your eyes over to this side of the screen somewhere, you'll notice why, but we haven't seen that yet. Devon Green, who is one of the quickest players possibly ever, but technically lacking at best. He's been on loan a number of clubs, but never really been prolific. With that pace, you could probably play him as like a poacher and just hope for the best. But when I've played him in like friendlies, he just gets caught offside all the time. Tyler Magloire is another like youth player who's never going to amount to much. Yuri, I let him go on a free. This was a difficult, because like statistically or attributionally, that's not a word. Can I have that as a word? I'm having that as a word. He's actually not that bad, and he's a fairly solid backup. And he was on like £6,000, £6,000, and I think he played a fair few games last season. 5, okay, maybe not, but at least he was consistent. Like first season in the Championship, because he was too good for the level. I think he's probably one of these perennial players that's probably too good for the Championship. He's basically a Darren Huckabee left back. If anyone's too young to remember Darren Huckabee, then well, remember him. So then we've got a raft of like youth players, and yeah, pretty much all youth players. And Sydney Sam only with us for a season because he was crap, absolutely crap. He did get a few important goals, but with someone who's got 17 finishing and 17 long shots, no long shots, 0 long shots. So he got I say important goals. He got 2 goals, and he's gone back to Germany. Aging, and he was on 30 odd grand. I should have known what to expect really with his Schalke appearances not being amazing, and only getting 12 in 75 appearances. So I should say Sidney Sam, but he's gone now, so it doesn't matter. The others, and Zoran Hosipovic. I thought he was going to be something, but yeah, nothing ever really happened with him, unfortunately. Barely played for us in 2 seasons. He's wanted. Who's he wanted by? Is that okay? So he's only just signed for Brighton, and he's still wanted by teams. But yeah, barely played for us really, and that was that. So now the important stuff. What's going on? What is going on? Who's come in? And I've spent a lot of money. Although I've got a few on freeze and stuff, but 30 million. I've got a bit of money left actually. And the bulk of that money was spent on Callum Wilson, 22 million. It makes me wince. He's not even that good. Why did I do this? He's not even that young. Why did I do this? Like, the game doesn't even rate him that. I needed English players, and I was convinced that this was the player for me. And oh dear, look. I mean, you look at his goal scoring rate at Bournemouth. It was really quite good. Sort of a goal per game ish. No, a goal every other game ish. So, and you know, if we look at like Odion Igalo's stats, he was also at Kettering, and I was born in Kettering, so why not? And yeah, I think he's a really quite a good replacement for Odion Igalo. In the friendlies we've played, he's not been amazing, so it could be 4 years worth of absolute dog turd, but we'll see how that goes. He's a lot quicker. He's very similar, just sort of slightly better technically than Odion Igalo. Mamadou Sakho, I looked at him in January when we had no money, but he's a bit older than I would like to have signed, but for 3.6 million, he's really, really quite good. And one amazing thing that absolutely baffles me is he seems to score 7 goals in 151 appearances and then buggers off and goes elsewhere. So that is where, well, he's now joined us. One negative. What doesn't he like? Shut up. So who else did we pay money for? Oh, so we've got 2 sort of small fees here. So before we go through the frees, I'll go through the fees. Paul Galindo could be a wonder kid or something like that. Like I think like he's got sort of 4-star potential with the black 5 stars, so he's pretty good. And he's only 19 for 1.6 million because I think he had a release clause. He's now worth 4.5. So he could be something really quite special. He's not played yet, and he's only played 1 game in the league, and he was bad. But we won't say anything about that. So I'm looking forward to how he's going to develop, I suppose, and he may well get a few outings in the UEFA Cup and Europa League. Sorry, going old school, and maybe the Carling Cup as well. Fabricio is a goalkeeper. He's a bit older, but he's a solid backup, and he's willing to play backup. He's not paying. Well, I'm not paying him much. Donnarumma wasn't interested in another loan, unfortunately. So Fabricio and David Raya are going to vie for the number 1 jersey, although I don't think either of them wear it. So, yeah. Right, freeze. Fernando Cano. We knew about this transfer already. Really quite a good player. 24, but for a free. Again, it's more about, this season's more about sort of filling the squad, because I've been playing with, I prefer to have like smaller squads, and well, I didn't really have enough players to be able to sort of go all competitions. I'm not sure whether we're going to end up sort of, I'm not going to throw competitions, but we needed numbers in positions to cover for injuries and just rotation generally, as we've got an extra competition to play in. Andre Suarez, I don't even remember him. Who is this guy? I don't know. I don't remember signing this player. It was free, so I can't really complain. I think, well, 3-star potential-ish. So it could well be a player I would look to sort of sell on. He's more than likely going to be loaned out, I'd imagine. Josu, this is a really good, I mean, those technical attributes and mental attributes are incredible. 28 and 4 caps, rather a large gap in his teeth. but I thought he could do a job just behind the striker if it's going to work. There we go. Finishing isn't great, or perhaps maybe as the box-to-box midfielder we play in our a block of 4. I've lost what I was saying. This is great. You could in the box-to-box midfield role is what I was going for, and I somehow got to box of 4. Well, that went well. Good. Is it morning still? It's still morning. Hello, Teku. How are you? But yeah, a really quite a decent player on a free. Even if he doesn't really play, we can probably sell him for a bit of money. And he's only on a 2-year contract, and he's not an awful lot. Not expecting to play every game. Why not? Why not? Didn't really play much when it was in the Porto B team. So, but hey, Isaac Coffey or Kofi is a combative midfielder, I would say. And look at that smile. He's really happy to be here. 18.5 million he's now worth on a free. On a free. It's literally a steal. Well, it wasn't a steal. It's all like legal and stuff. It's fine. So he'll probably play like the defensive of the 2 midfielders. Much better than anything we've really got to play in that position. He's on a 3-year contract. Not really a bad wage either. So he's basically like Kante, who was, I think he was also released by Leicester, but I think because I started this game before all of the patches and stuff, he's not that great. Fabio Contrao. Well, Yuri went, so we needed to replace him. Oh, where did his pace go? Oh, great. Oh, well, the decline begins, and he's only on a 3-year contract. What have I done? So, yeah, everyone knows Fabio Contrao. He's getting on a bit now, and well, he's going to be 34 if he stays with us for the length of his contract. He wanted like 100 grand a week. We'll get there in the end, and well, I didn't really want to pay him that much. So I managed to knock him down 40 grand, which explains the reason why there's like 7 bonuses and stuff in his contract. But to knock 40 grand off a contract ain't too bad. So he'll be, I'm not sure if he's going to start. What's the 2 negatives? Why is he unhappy? Right. Everyone's kicking off about training. I don't know why. So yeah, he'll probably, he's going to vie with our best mate Georgie for the starting berth at left back. And then we brought someone back. Phil Jones left United, and he had clause in his contract for like 25% sell on, and I was hoping someone was going to, I think it was 25% of profit, and no one signed him. So thanks, Phil. Thanks for nothing, but we brought him back. And there was one thing I did notice, that because he's played for United, that the game hasn't remembered that he's played for Blackburn, which is great, because now the fans hate him because he went to United, or he played for a rival. So excellent. But anyway, a very capable player, 21.5 million. Jesus, he's 27, so he's still, he's not going to grow and get any better, but he's good for a few seasons. And again, he's not on a huge wage. Considering I think he was on like 120 grand at United, which is just obscene. Yeah, so I'm not sure whether well, we've got cover for right back, so he's okay there, and he'll probably play at centre half. But we've got 4 really solid centre halves for this, so I'll probably rotate those at some point. Staff setup, yes. Once we've gone through the players, absolutely we'll go through that. Because I was going to show you, well, after this, I was going to go through the youth players we've got, and then we'll go through staff setup. I'm going to try and get through this. We've been streaming for half an hour. Where does the time go? Where does it go? Well, let's just stop talking. So, Jerome Sinclair on a free from Liverpool. Again, a backup. Think with like the cups in mind. He's 22. But his current ability is only 2-star, but he's got 4.5, 3.5 count. Well done. I don't think he's played a game in the Premiership. Unless... did he... Oh, 2 appearances for Liverpool. So he... Inexperienced, but we'll probably get something for him if he doesn't quite sort of come off as well as we hoped. So there he is in all his glory. He's kind of been brought in to replace Zoran Hosipovic with, obviously he's got much better potential there. Alan Shalom. Now this guy's got the most bizarre name I think I've ever seen. 14 caps for Israel. Half decent potential. He looks like Wonder Kid. We've got a Wonder Kid, everyone. So, me description is Wonder Kid, not 5-star. But hey ho. He wanted a lot of money though. 4-year contract. He looks half decent, and at 19, room to grow. So, we're gonna see how this chap develops. He plays on the left. Now that's generally where we have our playmaker, and he's not really particularly well suited to that role either. Although no, I suppose he could do a job there actually. But yeah, we're gonna see how things go. Just having a quick look at the chat. Hi, Razmazni. Oh, nearly fell over that one. Anas Akbar. Is he Admiral Akbar's son? No one let me have that one. Come on, let me have that one. It's not even that funny. No, the opposite. It's very funny. Oh dear. Rasmus. So is that NI or it's NL? Sorry. I'm going blind. Faint. He may well have moved on because we're like 4 seasons in. So 5 seasons in. We're 5 seasons in. This is the start of the 5th season. And then the last one is Che Adams. Now, this one, again, a bit of a bizarre one. He's Scottish and 23. It was more sort of filling that homegrown quota, although I didn't realise he's like 23. So, yeah. Slipped over that one. He's Scottish, but... Hang on, where's the... No, we'll get there in the end. Well done. Born in Leicester. Scottish. Okay. Make it up as you go along, mate. Why not? But he's good across the board, decent amount of pace, can play up front if we need him to. Again, someone that could become something possibly, but we might make money on later on down the line. So, let's have a look at our youth prospects. Okay, I think I've moved them into the 21s, or maybe in the first team, actually. Oh, balls. Right, under 21s. Where's Thank God? There he is. Thank God Martins is Thank God Awful. Am I allowed that one? We're having it. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't thank God enough, and he's pretty rubbish. So he'll probably be released at the end of his contract at the end of the season because, well, he's not very good, even though his name's amazing. And I just can't justify signing someone because their name's awesome. Steve Wright, the former radio DJ, / not really, promising striker at 17. Who's he wanted by? Can we... Oh, everyone wants him on loan. He's got a rather receding hairline. That's unfortunate for him. Lord Sophos, yes, that is his real name. Thank God Martins is his real name. And, yeah. Can I... Look, set nickname. See, that's his actual name. Hang on. No, there's a better way of showing you that. Personal information. Full name, thank God Martins. See, not even. Yeah, I don't know. SI and their regen names, or their regen name generator is in overload right now. Andre Suarez, we've already shown you him. Andrew Lambert has gone on loan to someone, Blackpool. Getting somewhere, but I don't know. I just don't feel any of these players are going to get to where they need to get to end up playing for us. Richard Lee is one who's just come through, I think. Yes, he's got really quite good potential as well. But whether I allow him to reach it, who knows? Yes, it's Australia I'm managing. As an aside, I don't know how long that's going to last. I tend to start playing it thinking, that's a great idea, and I get pretty bored. Because I just want to get this playing, and then any time I'd sort of spend looking at Australia. Although I've been playing like this weird 3-5-2 sort of thing, and it's actually been playing quite well until I played Paraguay. But we won't mention that. Right. So that is the sort of a quick overview of the youth players. Before we get to the main squad, let's have a look at staff, and then we'll look at the players that people have suggested, and then we'll go to the first team, and then we'll review how we've been going in the sort of pre-season leading up to season 5, and then we'll get a few games under our belt in the friendlies. If people aren't interested in watching friendlies, then I'll just set the assistant manager to play them, and we can just skip through and chat if that's what people would prefer. It's entirely up to you. So let your voices know. We've now got like 12 coaches. Samu is still assistant manager because he's incredible. I mean, look at that. And he's on nothing. Well, I say nothing. 3.2k is nothing for someone with like 20s in all the right places. And he's a half-decent coach in attacking and fitness. So... and tactical knowledge, although some would question that. Eric Kinder, he starts in the... Why are you still here? Ugh, he's awful. What am I doing? Why haven't I replaced him? When's his contract runs out at the end of this year? Not getting re-signed. When we get to that point, remind me that. David Coles looks like he's having like a stroke or an aneurysm or something like that. But again, a really pretty solid goalkeeping coach. Chris Neville starts at Blackburn. Did he start at Blackburn? Yes, he starts the game at Blackburn. Again, 20 fitness. Well fit. Look at that jawline. Kinder Egg. Right, shall we set the nickname? Is it everyone agreed? Can you set names on staff? Yes, you can. Eric Kinder Egg. There we go. I don't want to do a Dr. Benji and start putting thes in front of everything because, well, it's just effort, isn't it? Antonio Diaz. Is he new? Yeah, no, he's not new. But again, my coach is actually half decent. The only things that sort of seem to let them down or you struggle to find are like the discipline and motivation. You can normally get like determination and the attribute that you're looking for them to coach in, but getting the other bits is usually a pain in the backside to get. Mark Sale, he's been here a while. I think we got him last season again. I remember him playing for Mansfield. I used to play Premier Manager, and I always used to sign him. Premier Manager. That's the sort of old school we're talking. Paul Scholes. I've already told. Yeah, I've told you about him returning. It's been a while since I've looked at the coaches. Actually, as you would expect, 20 technical, 19 attacking. Gary Breen. He's new. I knew there was someone who was new. Was this? Yes. Oh, I can't remember when I signed him now. A new defensive coach. Again, he was the best of what was available at the time. Rory Delap, again, he's not even that good. He's not. Why did I sign him? Why did I get him? Maybe that was all that was available. Christian Poulsen and Adrian Seal you knew about anyway. And Poulsen has got some of the best sort of tactical stats there are available anyway. And Adrian Sear, he's new. Again, I think he's sort of more of I think I got him in as an attacking coach because of it. Although the other stats aren't great, look at those. The determination, discipline, and motivating parts are all there. So if we I didn't even notice these things at the bottom. So much easier. So Kinder Eggs still involved. So Annie Watson and Danny Lewis, you should have all seen those. They've been here for quite a while now, and as have most of these as well. So that's the staff for the coaching setup anyway. Thrown away a place with Roy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's not great, but he cost too much. I don't even know why I did it. I can't even blame drunkenness. Well, I could blame drunkenness. Maybe that's what it was. So the scouting team, it's grown. We 50. I think we only had 8. We've got a spare slot. And we just need. I think we brought Jana Wiltman back. He left to go manage Lincoln and was promptly sacked in the same year. So he's now back where he belongs. And well, that's why we brought him back. And he's got great sort of knowledge of Netherlands and Finland as well. So a really good scout to have there. John Bosman, you knew it. Serginho, I think Serginho even. That's better pronunciation. You could say to chuck youth players right into the first team. Oh dear. Yeah, that I didn't really check his working with youngsters. Again, Serginho's. I've pronounced that wrong again, haven't I? Great. He has come in for our Brazil contingent, although he's got really good scout or knowledge of Italy, which is a bit of a surprise. Although he did play him, he's been at Milan for a while, so maybe not that much of a surprise. Well done, you idiot. Let's just move the microphone a bit out of the way because it looks like I'm sinking again. I don't know why this always happens. I just go lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Anyway. But we didn't. It's weird because I barely sign players from Brazil, so I don't even know why I've got a scout there. But hey ho, Rablat, is he new? He's new again. Yeah, he's a scout. You know what to look for in scouts. They're Zocchi again. They were pretty much all the best ones that were available, and I'm paying a lot of. There we go. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Royers, I think. Adaptability is pretty pap, to be honest. But yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, that Teku, man, that is poor. It'd be funnier if you said someone like who took long shots, like James Milner, or Frank Lampard, like wayward long shots. But hey, you missed the boat with that one. And I don't have Frank Lampard as a coach either. You could have said that for Paul Scholes. He's known for a long shot. But hey, oh well. Who we're not judgmental here. Physios, you don't really want to look at physios, do you? No. We'll look at it anyway. Nothing's changed. They've been here a while, but most of their contracts are running out, so we may well look to sign some more in, the end of this coming season. Hello, Reggie. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. So, first, I've got to remember the order I said I was going to do things in that. So we've done that. So now we know who we've signed. Let's have a look through the first team squad. So my filters have gone all to not filters. There we go. Have they? Okay. For some reason, that's all the way over here, and it shouldn't be. There we go. So you know the players we've signed. And that's pretty much the first. Some of these will disappear back into the under 21s. It's just that we're playing friendlies, so giving game time to everyone. So David Raya is going to be starting, probably going to be starting. He's 23. Value's dropping a bit. It's still nowhere near his potential. So hopefully we're still going to get, more out of him. I think hopefully we've settled our differences enough for him to become, bring him back into the first team. He didn't really play so much because of Donnarumma. He only played 15 games, conceded 7 clean sheets though is not to be sniffed at. Adam Henley is still here, although he's on I think he signed a lower value contract, but he's only here until the end of the season. So we'll make a judgment call as and when we get there to whether we'll retain him. Brandon, Rhodes ended up at some team in China, I think. We'll look at. We've got a list of players that we'll go through once we've gone through the first team. So Henley's still here. Richie Delat is still here. More surprisingly, again he's a fairly adept backup, but I can see him going into the under 21s. Oh, my voice is going. This is great. This is why I have a drink on hand. So yes, Richie Delat as he could well depart because we've got Phil Jones to sort of fill in if we need that. Phil Jones we've already looked at. Mitrovic still here and still looking really quite solid. Still worth a fair amount of money as well. So still on next to nothing weight, and his contract's long, so we don't really need to make him sign a new contract yet. We can hold him to ransom. Hang on, whilst we're thinking about that. Maybe we could do with a new contract. Sacco we've looked at. Vallejo, you may see this. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, Arsenal are quite interested in Mr. Vallejo, which is a bit annoying because he's bloody good. He really is. 20 million he's worth. I thought he's going to get unhappy, and so I've been offering him out to Arsenal for like 20. I say 20, 30 million is what I offered him out for. 41.5. That was the last one. I forgot about that. So yeah, I only want double the value, and if they pay that, then well, why not? Why not? Too much chopping makes your teeth go grey. Okie dokie. I didn't know that, but hey, every day's a school day, right? Lucas Spendelhofer still here again. Again, a good solid backup. Oh, my phone's ringing, which is very unprofessional of me. But we'll carry on regardless. So, yes, that's completely thrown me now. Excellent. Lucas Spendelhofer is going to maintain his backup role. Again, if someone comes in for him, then he could well go. Because we signed him for 2.5 or something. Yes. Kyle Walker, subject to a few bids until his value went up massively because he's been getting more England caps. And now the other phone's going. Well, this is just terrific. Anyway, stop. I wish that would stop throwing me. And when did I win? I won. When did you win the FA Cup? I won the FA Cup last season. But yeah, Kyle Walker's Kyle Walker. Everyone knows Kyle Walker, but yeah, he's been doing fairly well. Mr. Shenikov. Oh, I'm baffled by this. I don't think he's that good, really. But he's worth 12.25 million, which is insane. Vladimir Weiss. I know we've skipped a few, but hey, Vladimir Weiss. He's one potentially for the chopping board. No, that's not what I'm. That's not what I'm. No, I'm not. I'm not playing. I'm not pandering to things. Unfortunately, Brandon, I live too far away from Blackburn to consider a season ticket because it would cost me more than the season ticket to get there. So, well, there and back for the cost of 4 games worth of fuel would probably push me over the edge. Kishner, again, look at this guy. I can't believe how little I signed him for. I've just had one thing I did have to do is make him sign a new contract for redonkulous money. But it's on for a 5-year contract, so 70k a week, and he was only on sort of 30, I think, before. But he was so good. Like when we signed him, if we just go to career stats, 7.38. In the league, I don't think he really. But 1.1 million we signed him for, and he's worth 17.25. If he goes, if we sell him on, we'll make buku bucks off him. So Juan Cazares, again, he's not going to get much better than he is now, but we signed him for 8 point something, and 23.5 million is what he's worth. So, and he had a fantastic season last season. He started off a bit slow, but then really came into his own, as did Kasper Kusk, who was signed as a backup, and well, he just tore it up really, and that's why he played so many games, and I didn't expect him to. Mainly playing in like the wide playmaker role. But, anyway, right. I'm going to have to answer that phone because people keep on ringing me. So bear with me for 2 minutes just while I answer it. Right, I am back. Phone call finished. Etc. Right. Anyway, Kasper Kusk, good. Done. Uh, I can't believe I've spent an hour going through teams and stuff. Anyway, Christopher Olsen, another great player, worth an absolute ton more than we signed him for. Getting plenty of Sweden caps now as well, which is always nice to see. What have I missed on the chat? Oh, basically people ribbing me for taking a phone call. Excellent. Justin Wilson is one of the potential. Look at that. Yeah, he's got really quite good potential. Although it doesn't look like his stats have got anywhere since he came through at 16. No. Igalo, is he going to get game time this season? Because, well, you don't sign someone for 22 million and then not play them. I have tried to sell him on, and I would have thought his goal ratio is bloody good. It's a goal every other game nearly, and he's only worth 5.75. What is this? What does he have to do to be worth more? Maybe it's his age, but anyway, he's been a great player. He had he scored a goal more than he did last season, but his performances in general were better. But 1.6 million he cost us. He's been. It'll be sad to see him leave when he does go, but he might have to go. Zach Clough. There were calls to play him as a false nine, but I've decided to not play him because he just doesn't seem to work as well as playing the attacking midfielder. But anyway, if you don't care. Yeah, I've also seen the stuff about the Chinese investors into West Brom, but it's not. It's only sort of gossip. It's not. Is it confirmed yet? I've not seen anything that says it's confirmed or anything. Good morning. No, it's good afternoon now. We're now in an afternoon. Excellent. Well, I think we'll probably be streaming for another hour-ish. Something like that. Because my voice will go. That's the problem. That's the main problem. Is once my voice goes, then well, it gets pretty silent. And if I'm not boring already, then you will be bored by then. Right. So that's Mr. Clough. Again, he's sort of getting a bit better. Still worth. How much did we sign him for? 10. Yeah. So he's worth a little bit more. He didn't quite do as well as I thought he would, to be honest. But he still got a fair few goals, especially towards the end of last season. How many did he get in the end? 9. Oh, that's pretty pat. But a fair amount of assists and good performances generally. Well, you have to play well to win 2 cups. I thought now we have a couple of people in the chat. I thought, can you actually hear music, or is it still silent? Oh, there we go. Right, I worked out. I'm using OBS Studio rather than OBS, whatever the standard one's called. And so that was the thing that was that's slightly annoying. But anyway, right. Okay, so that is the squad. So we had a few players that we wanted to watch or look at even, and so to save me having to scroll through the chat, please remind me of who you wanted to look at. On gender was one. Was that? Oh, Jordan Rhodes was one. Just so we can. He's at Guangzhou. Again, he's not really. He's 29 now, and I don't think he even gets picked for Scotland. But he's basically going on a tour around a tour around Asia and just collecting money where he can. He's on 145 grand a week. That's an insane amount of money. Oh. Is that Shay or Joe? Or Shay Yoju? Look at that haircut. It's beautiful. But he was on loan at Stoke last season by the looks of it. Roy Costa, thank you very much. Like this, because if I can make space, I might struggle there if he's. Hang on a minute. Okay. What's going on here? I can't sign him because he's managing director, and that's why I can't see his stats. So that's that. Rudiger Stead, I think he's died somewhere. Yeah, he's basically in the Villa and 21s. He's diabolical now. 30. But yeah, basically is a heading machine. He was awesome for me in Football Manager 2015 and 14. He was really, really good. He outscored Rhodes for me. Finances. Oh, and where are they? Where are we? They're okay. Like they're not. I think we're classed as rich now, which is pretty good considering we were under like things like transfer embargoes in the first season. But it's a good upward trajectory for money. We get 100% of the transfer budget now, which is tremendous. And we might need to sort of make a slight adjustment so we can maybe sign some more players if we see fit. But I'm fairly happy with our lot for now. That will go up if we obviously sell more. The FFP stuff, all a bit boring, but we're well in line with all of that. Debt and loan, because we had the takeover, we're now paying. He paid a bit less off, and it's all consolidated into one loan. Oh, this is really boring. No one wants to talk about bloody loans, but they consolidate it into one loan, and we're still paying that off, and we pay like $1 million a month towards that, which isn't great. And we've only just recently started paying that off. So we've got another 10 years nearly 10 years of paying that off before it goes, but oh well. The projections are a bit bollocks, really. Oh, I've sworn. Well, I say that's not bollocks, isn't a swear word, but anyway. Alex IOB. It's at Villa. I think they've only just signed him this season. Oh no, they must have signed him last season. He's alright. Pacey. He looks a bit drunk or other. Whoa, 91k a week. That is insane money. He's not worth 90. No wonder Villa are in the situation they're in. There is one player at Villa I do want, and that's Pojan Palo. He's just a monster at 24. He's only just signed a new contract as well. And he had a minimum fee release clause, and then I forgot about him. Signed Callum Wilson, and then I realised that I should have gone for this guy instead. Hey Ant, how are you? Right, was there any other takers for players before we move on? This is the last call. Thing is, what I've got to remember is there's a slight delay in when I've said something. Gowlin, right. Okay, that's not typing anything. So he's at Gangju as well with Mr. Lords. Is he? Or I just... Yeah, I was going to say, I quite... Basically, they've got a team of strikers and Paulinho. Right. I shouldn't have said anything, should I? It'd all gone quiet, and now I've got all these players coming in that I can't keep up. Okay, Carlos Strandberg is not on my game. If I search for Strand. No, he's not on my game, unfortunately. Aaron Moy. Oh, he's getting on a bit. And Brannigan. And then we'll look at the facilities as that is what people have asked for. Okay, I don't have Cameron Brannigan. I've just got Keith Brannigan and is it spelt like Cameron or Cam? Nope. Okay, so I don't have either of those, unfortunately. Or is it Brannigan? Let's have a look. We'll just try all the spellings. No, he's not there basically. So not on my save either, unfortunately. Right. Okay. Facilities. Oh, Akbar. That's Admiral. He's getting renamed. He's getting a nickname. Oh, I don't even have him. That is annoying. I want him just so I can rename him. He might have retired. So this is on the original database. And we are 4 years in the future. So he's not going to be under 18s anymore, is he? Kasper Schmeichel's in there under 21s. You didn't just see that. Why not? Why not? Actually, do they still have... I think Kante has moved on. Oh no, he's still there. But see, he's nowhere near as good as since he's been bumped up. And he's playing for Mali, not France. And that's right. No, he's just not coming up on my save, unfortunately. So sorry about that, folks. But that's your lot. So facilities, and then some games or something, because we've got some half decent teams we're playing against in friendlies. Facilities, I can't remember how you get there. Is it here? Here? There we are. Right, I said good friendly. We're playing Accrington. We've done all like the Barca's and stuff. Not particularly great results, but I was playing like weaker sides out against them, and they played full squads because that's what they do. So this is what it looks like. That's pretty much it. We haven't had a stadium expansion, or there's no point even requesting one because we're still not filling Ewood Park, which is really quite annoying. So, although the stadium sponsorship has gone up and it hopefully should go up again, but this is a big season for us this next season because like everything else, it was like building up. Now we've got a platform that the margin for error becomes much smaller. And that if I basically don't do better than I did last season, probably bye-bye. Pitch condition is perfect, apparently. Top youth condition, that is one thing I did get done. That's fantastic English. One thing I did ask for was for the youth facilities to be upgraded, and most of them have. So that's that. Affiliates, I'm not really. The only thing I did is get rid of Puna. But I think that kind of went when the Venkies went, to be honest. And that's pretty much it. Oh, what a banger! This is a banger. But I'm on favoured personnel now, along with Kasper Kusk and Yori. Ben Marshall is the only other current player who's made it past into icons. No one is featuring as a legend, which is unfortunate. Last season I finished 6th behind Arsenal, but because of the I need to call it the Carling Cup, Capital One Cup, and the FA Cup wins, we're in the Europa League next season. Oh, and Bentancur, you're late, but I'll let you because I'm nice. Okay, that's not how you spell it. It's got an N in it. Well done. He's at Porto. Yeah, he's a bit good, isn't he? He's only just signed for Porto as well, so yeah. 7 million? Are you kidding me? Oh, for Pete's sake. That's annoying. Right, okay. Does anyone want to see? No one wants to see Australia, do it? No one cares about Australia. And if you do, tough, because I'm being harsh. Right, so we play Accrington in our next friendly. Oh, we've got, of course. Hang on a minute. World Cup qualifiers? Oh, no. Let's have a look at this season's fixtures. Come on. Okay. Oh, we've got the Community Shield. Forgot about that. So, the friendlies we've got leading up: Accrington, Bootle, Newport, and Huddersfield, and then Shelbourne. So massive ties here. We've got a particularly unfriendly start to the season. So we've got United in the Community Shield, a glorified friendly, some will say, but it's silverware all the same. Even though the reputation of the thing is probably like, does it say the reputation? No. Great. Normally says the reputation. Oh well. Okay. We've got Man City, Liverpool. Those 3 fixtures to start a season. So at least we get them out of the way, and we end. Oh, that could have been better. Arsenal and then West Brom away is how we finish off the season. So it could be interesting. Very interesting. Oh, you want to see Australia? Fine. All you're doing is delaying the inevitable. So, this is. I don't really know the team that well because I just basically pick what I've got. There's a few half decent players, but the rest are pretty pap, to be honest. So key players really are Adam Taggart, who's at Fulham, who's again not amazing, but does a decent job. He's fairly young still. Calls to drop him apparently, but he's scored in a number of games that I've managed. So I usually play him up front with Matthew Leckie, who whilst doesn't have the greatest technical stats, he just seems to score all the time. Massimo Luongo, he's key to this, and this is because I remember seeing him at Swindon, and he didn't look anything particularly great, and now he's like the linchpin of this Australia side. Defensively is probably where we're most suspect, although hiding behind them is Matthew Ryan, who's now at AC Milan in my save, and he's worth nearly 15 million. Kevin, you've missed basically an hour and a half nearly. You are very late. Sit down. Do not say anything. According to YouTube, there is like the DVR settings, so you should be able to go back and watch basically everything that's gone on, if you so desire. If not, it's going to be uploaded later anyway, so don't worry about it. Make sure you're not late next time. So the tactic that I've been playing with Australia is this sort of thing. Now it's actually very similar to what I've been playing with, but just the formation's different. So, and that's purely because the wingers aren't really much cop, and I don't really have anyone that can play in the sort of positions I have for the Blackburn. And I wanted to have something that would differentiate between the two, just because, well, why not? But the principles are very similar. So we get a bit of width from the fullbacks, but that's it. Like we've got the same sort of central midfield pairing with like the attacking midfielder just behind the two strikers. But Leckie plays really well as the defensive forward, and then Taggart as the advanced forward. So slightly different, but fairly similar. You know, the instructions are fairly similar as well. So and it's just an approach that seems to work. I've even called it Socceroos because why not? So that's pretty much Australia. So I think our next game is a World Cup qualifier against the massive Mongolia. We played Macau in the most recent. No, that's a lie. Where's the most recent game? Oh, no, that's Mongolia's games, you donut. I had to be careful there. Is this going to... There we go. So, yeah, we in our first World Cup qualifier, we played Malaysia and just humped them. Uruguay, we did less well. And United... I think I've shown these results anyway. But, yeah, so Uruguay, I was a bit apprehensive about because they've still got, like, Luis Suarez and stuff. And, you know, he's still good. So that's it, really. Yeah. So we're with a group like that, we're most likely going to qualify, aren't we? Really? Like, even if I tried to lose, we would probably struggle to not. So, friendly time, and I don't know if this is what people do or maybe they don't do it for good reason. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it down to the chat to select this team, and because I think this could be interesting, we could I don't know, it might take a bit of time, and so I might knock it on the head if it seems, because obviously the delay will take a bit of the fun out of it. But if we just do it quickly and start from what we have, we'll go position by position, and then we're playing Accrington, so it doesn't need to be great. What a song! I shouldn't say that too often, because when I upload this later without the music, there's going to be like irrelevant parts. But anyway, so David Raya or Fabrizio in goal. Hands up. I can't see your hands, but why not? Why bloody not? This is where I make a decision and then everyone pipes up. Okay, so no one said anything. I'm trying to work out how long the delay is by watching the stream myself, and by setting markers and drinking at certain times. But if no one's really too bothered, I'm going to pick Fabrizio. So at right back, Phil Jones can get a run out. I think Sacco and Vallejo's a bit knackered actually. Shennikov because he's slightly fitter than Contral. I think that we could just showcase like the newer signings. Che Adams, you can play on the right. He should be good enough anyway. Powell can play just behind. Yosu, he's new. He can play in the... Yes, Kev, you have missed the transfers, I'm afraid. So there will be names on this screen right now that you probably have no idea who they are. So Isaac Kofi, and again, another newbie. Kano played in the last game and he's now absolutely shot. So, Callum Wilson, you're going to play up top, aren't you? Because we spent money on you. So you're going to play every game, even if your legs aren't working that particular day. And, actually, no, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to play, he shouldn't really play there, but I'm going to play, damn it, right. I don't really, I just want to get, youth players out and then just quick pick the subs. Okay, there we go. So we're going to have to quickly skip through. I say quickly, we've got a day. Right, here we go. So, Arsenal, they're offering 50% of the profit of the next sale. I don't think so, because when does that work? Right, get rid of that. Remove and exclude. If you're going to play that game, percentage of next sale, 50%. Thank you very much. We want the money. So potential value is at the moment 30 point something. I think we can get 40 or something close to it. That's 36. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm ruthless. I'm out of control. Oh, 42. Right, that'll do. Why not? The highest... I forgot we sold Will Hughes. I forgot we had Will Hughes. How bad is that? Oh, terrible. Terrible person. Right. Negotiate. There we go. 42 million and he's yours. Oh, blimey. So, Kasper Schmeichel isn't that great, apparently. So, off the shortlist he goes. No one cares about you. White Hawk. Oh, great. Nope. Of course, I've been doing a lot of scouting of like youth players and stuff, and basically none of them want to sign, or they'll only sign for bigger teams. I thought this would be over and done with now I'm in Europe, but apparently not. The thing is, though, when I'm here, like I've got 40 million, I've got to squeeze it between like 3 players. Chelsea just go, yeah, blow it on one. Why not? Pocket money, mate. Who cares? Absolute bandits. Right, that's all that gubbins out of the way. Joinville. Who is Joinville? What is a Joinville? I have no idea who Joinville are. Oh, Brazil. Okay, that makes sense. How much is he on? What? No way. You went. Oh, I suppose he's made his money. Oh no, he hasn't made his money in China because that happened after this. Oh dear. I nearly signed him as like a fullback, just because he can nearly kind of play there. He can't really pass though. He's passing his 8 now. That's terrible. Terrible. Right, let's get a couple of friendlies in, and then we'll probably call it a day or an afternoon. So, oh, hang on a minute. When I forgot about this. Why not? Okay, so Richie Delat is going to have to go. We needed again more British players. Do I want to do this? Right. Okay. Interactive chat time. Do we sign Dominic Iorfa? Yes or no? Right. I'll go through the other news items whilst you're pondering on that. Oh, just boring injuries, right? I need to sort that shortlist out because it's a. Iorfa is a fudging beast. So I take that as a yes, Lord Sophus. Can we see his attributes? Of course you can. You've asked so nicely. In fact, let's even do it this way. Now he's worth 6 at the moment, and we've bid 8 because that's basically all Wolves were going to. I think he's got yeah. He's got a relief. Well, probably they've just been relegated. A release clause. So I think the general consensus of people that have answered so far is a big fat yes. So this is going to happen. So, and you've been a part of it. So everyone who said, yes, we should sign him, if he's crap, it's all your fault. It's on you as much as it is on me. All right? Just saying. Nigerian. Hang on a minute. Oh, he's only had the whole 27 caps. Does he should qualify as homegrown, though. He qualifies as homegrown, right? Eligibility. Yeah. Well, his other nationality is English. He's got an under 21 cap, right? It's done. We've done it. So what that now means is we've got wrong button. Because we're going to have too many cooks. See you later, Mr. Delat. Yeah, that'll do. Just want him out. He's over 30 now, and we've just signed someone who's 24 for nothing. And also, if an offer comes in for Carl Walker, I may well consider it because Carl Walker is at 29 now. He's worth a fair amount. And so it's unlikely we'll get more. And he's on a 4-year contract, so he's going to be sort of fairly old by the time that comes to an end. So we'll keep an eye on it. It's done. It is done. Yeah, look at this. See how Orfa fares after making the leap to a much bigger club. Yeah, shut up, Wolves fans. Shut up. Ooh, offers. Okay, you fools. Take him. Oh, take. Yes. Right, so there we go. That solved that problem. Oh, I wanted this guy as well. The thing is, these youth players are not interested in moving to Blackburn, even though the youth facilities are like tremendous. It doesn't actually say tremendous in game. That's me paraphrasing. There's one guy in Portugal that I really want to sign, and he just doesn't give a flying who I am. He doesn't even care. Actually, like he doesn't acknowledge I exist or Blackburn exists. Where is he at? He's scored. He's got a ridiculous record in Portugal. he's actually in the senior squad. Or maybe he's injured, actually. Ronaldo's worth 5 million. Let's sign him. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the stumbling block. I think the 500 grand a week would be a stumbling block. Oh, he's still ridiculously good. He's 34. 34. His contract expires at the end of the season. Ooh, okay. We'll bear that in mind come the end of the season. Right. Is he might be in like one of the other... Unless he is injured. There he is. What? What is this? Newcastle signed him. Why wasn't I notified? This is ridiculous. Look at that goal ratio, though. Wow, I've just gone wild on the pop filter there. 80 goals. I know it's for Benfica, but 80 goals in 105 games. That's like championship manager sort of style scoring records. And 9 in 15 for Portugal. That's not like Portugal, but that's actual like national Portugal, the main team. So, yeah. Right. Friendly, come on. Right, let's get on with this. Akin Fenwer's strength coach. I think he's a scout, actually. I know he's meant to be like beast, etc. I really need to think of a better way to how I can actually see my keyboard, because I keep on having to like lean around it. This is why, if I was streaming anything else, I'd use a bloody controller, because at least I can see that. Yeah, he's not a great fitness coach, apparently. Who knew? Yeah, go... I nearly swore at the camera then. But yeah, go away, Arsenal, you mother hubbards. Okay. Matlock. No one cares about Matlock. No one cares about them. Yeah. Okay. I never attend those national games. I don't know if I get penalised for not, but I just don't care. Oh, I really... This is another guy. They're betting on potential here. 8.25 million. Obscene amounts of money. I mean, he does look quite... And he's young and he's English, but... I just couldn't justify spending that on someone who's unproven. And I don't want to give 8 million to Ipswich either. And he's been there a while, and he's not... Let's have a look at his sort of history for last season. He played a lot of games in the Championship for the past couple of seasons, actually. He's not been great. So, that was the deciding factor why I didn't sign him. He is on my... he's one of the players who was on my... Oh, my God. He looks like he's going to kill someone. He looks like he's staring at me. Anyway, get over that. So, here we go. The team that no one helped select because you just didn't care. Leon Osman is Accrington's manager. It's a local friendly for people that are unaware of that. Not logistical. That's not what I was looking for. Anyway, I can't think of the word. This is the difficulty of being live. So. The teams are warming up, apparently. What camera have I got it in? I think it should be 2D. This could be interesting. So please, if it starts looking crap on stream, please let me know. I mean, I'm watching it myself, but obviously I don't know what it looks like for you guys as well. Like, let's just... it is on 2D, so that's good. Okay. So we want them to get absolutely battered. Continue to team talk. Just can't. They don't give a flying. They really don't. No one cares about like what I have to say. I think actually that's one thing I haven't shown you is my attributes. They've not really gone up an awful lot. how do I keep them happy? Well, I just tell them to shut up. I tend to rotate a fair amount, and I'll like cull them. I'll put them in the under 21s, like especially the younger players who aren't going to get games. So they don't. I don't know how FM decides like who will moan and who won't. But generally the other ones, and you always get an option when they come. You get the notification someone wants to talk to you about like lack of first team action or whatever. There's always an option if you're playing well that says that so and so is playing out of their skin or something along the lines of them. I can't drop them. Always pick that option, and that they just say, "Yeah, fine. I can see where you're coming from, boss," or that words to that effect, and that solves all problems. This is not. Oh, I didn't want that 2D. 2D classic. There we go. Okay. Well, that's gone well. I feel I should probably be controlling this rather than countering. We are, a lot better. Callum Wilson, what are you doing? Here we go. Can he get... No, he's offside. This is probably where you're going to see me fall over massively when it comes to commentary, because when I've been recording in the past, John Kofi's just scored a header. He's 5'10". He was completely free on the penalty area, and look how happy he is. He's delighted with that effort. Probably. Okay, we're waiting on the 3D. Here we go. So Josu with the corner in, and Kofi on the penalty spot, and just nods it in. Well, unchallenged. Oh, hang on a minute. I've just realised that that this playlist is reaching an end. So, which is quite appropriate with the song I've chosen. Don't Dream It's Over. Because, of course, you don't want it to finish, do you? Just you donut. Why are you offside? How can you be offside? Well, Accrington haven't had a sniff. Well, there we go. That's a second. Is that Mitrovic? Oh, Callum Wilson. Blimey. I don't think he's scored yet. I think that might be his first in... Well, it's not an actual game, obviously. But Hosu with the other corner again. Wilson in off the... Oh, wow. I don't think I've seen physics like that. Off to the underside of the bar, onto the line and in. Well. Hosu seems to be like the key man in this game. Che Adams, I'm trying to think of non-sweary versions of things, and it's proving difficult right now. Steenson with a wide effort there. No advice for people. Don't call like other halves and partners. And Wilson, what the hell was that? And don't call them wide. Efforts on time, like shots and stuff, wide all you like. But people that you love and give you things that you can't get from other people, yes, I do mean that. Don't call them wide, because they don't appreciate it, and then they don't give you the things that you want. There we go. Got through that one without being too provocative. Filthy. Jones now on the overlap. Adams, can he do something? No. Jones now with a cross. It's cleared by Sykes. Jones again. Pow. To Pow. To Pow. They're an 80s band. China in the hand, etc. No? Fine. You're all too young. No one appreciates this. Say, I'm not even that old, but I know who To Pow are. Right, we're going to go control for this second half. We're only 2-0. We're going to go for mass changes, and Contral's sort of reasonably fit. Shenikov, off you come, son. You haven't scored again. Maybe I'm going to put... I think I want to... Because I want to... We spent ages getting Georgi Shenikov a song. Now he has a song, and he's never going to score. So I think maybe in the friendlies, we put him up front, we get the song, everyone can join in, and, well, like, you can type it. That's fine. We'll cope with that. If the chat goes wild, I'll be happy. Right, in fact, we're doing it now. I'm doing it now, because I'll forget. So, Georgi Shenikov up front. This is... I shouldn't be allowed to think. If it goes horribly wrong, we'll all know why, and it's all my fault. But I'll accept that that thing. Che Adams, off you come for Alan Shalom, because he needs game time, probably. I'm trying to think of everyone else we know of, and either it or isn't fit enough. Right, we'll bring Spendelhofer on. Justin Wilson had a half that was reasonable. Right, if we bring on Zach Clough, why not? It's been a while since you've had an outing. It sounds like he's like on the special bus or something. There we go. Yeah, see what they say to that. They're focused apart from Josu, who's whining. What was that? Which was that? Don't Dream It's Over by Crowded House. Right, Shenikov up front. Come on, son, get a goal. I will love this if this were. I don't care. It's a friendly. Well, he's got a free kick. That's probably more than he ever usually gets. Powell into Contral. Could no. Windass. Yes, can get away with that because it's an actual name. Clough. Come on, play Shenikov. Could it? Oh, he's offside. Oh, no. I thought that was it. Oh, Georgie, pudding pie. Oh, do you mean the Georgy Senikov song? That would probably make more sense. It's to the tune of Casey and the Sunshine Band, but I can't remember. Na 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 na, etc. And then Georgy Shenikov with the name. Shalom in. Oh, that's. Right. I can't believe he came so close to getting control to Jones. Why is Jones... Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Why is Phil Jones sort of predominantly on that? Must be like the... Oh, there we go. It's all fine. I'm just getting concerned over nothing. Coffee. Pow. Oh, it's Georgie. Get out of the way. Can he? Play him in. Oh, he's... Pathetic. Contral. Back to Yosu. Georgie, come on. Oh, I'm going to get excited every time he gets remotely close. Because why not? Contral with the corner from the left. Why did you do that? We've not had any clear-cut chances. Georgy Senikov's just finding himself offside. Sacco. That's 3 goals from 3 corners. Let's go attacking. Why not? It doesn't matter. It's a friendly. No one cares. Although the fans at the back, they're raising in anticipation. No, that's not a filthy comment. But look at that. They go wild. Oh, there's a few red shirts in there. That's confusing. Well, I've changed it to attacking and it's all gone wrong. Although, Shenikov, still Shenikov, he doesn't really have the dribbling and ability. He's back on the ball, though. Can he get in the box? Oh, no one's there. No one is there at all. Spendelhofer, they're just heading the ball, playing a bit of head tennis around on the halfway line. Shalom, wide. Now back to Jones. Coffee. Clough plays in Josu. Can Georgie. Pow. Oh, that's a lovely move. It wasn't a Georgie goal. Right, we're gonna every friendly. He's going up front. He's gonna score a goal. I don't care how forced this is. It's gonna have to happen. Right, let's go counter for the last 15 minutes. Shenikov nods it on to no one because he's not really a jumper, is he? I'm disappointed by the lack of chances that we've made in this game. I mean, yes, we've scored 3 goals, but none of them are clear-cut chances, are they? Ugh, useless. And he's just perennially offside. Sacco, Spendelhofer. Yosu, come on, play him through. Play him through. Get on the last man. Galindo. Oh, Pow. We've got to call him Pow. Shenikov. Georgie, he's got an assist to his name. It's not a goal, though, is it? Oh, should have been the other way round. Should have been the other way round. But Shinnikov just slides it through for Zach Clough, and then he just rockets it in. And that pot filter is taking an absolute battering. And is that it? Oh, we've got a minute left. And that's pretty much that, I'd imagine. Or Accrington going to get a late goal? Probably not. And that is full time in our first friendly. So, well, time is getting on, gentlemen. I'm presuming there are absolutely no ladies here. Looking at my analytics, there is a 5%, if that, of women that watch this. So, I think it's highly unlikely they've turned up. But shh, we're an equal opportunities stream. Just saying. So, okay. For some reason, this song is playing a video, and I have no idea why. So, we'll skip it. Even though it's an absolute banger. How many songs have we got left? Next to none. Anyway, right, we're just going to get through the formalities here. Bit of a letter. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I've really ballsed it up, haven't I? This is how you don't do team talks. Georgi Shennikov got 7.8. Well done, playing up front when it's not in your position. Okay, so that was a rather lackluster thing. So what I'll probably do, well, this will be uploaded, so if anyone wants to watch it back, you can. And let's have a quick look at our fixtures. So I think the next stream will be lined up. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, well, because we've done all the news now, we can get a few more games on the go. So the next stream, we will probably bring you like we'll start with Shelbourne, because hopefully Georgi Shennikov won't have scored before that point. But hopefully he scores in that game. We can get the song going, and then there we go. So we will return next week, perhaps around the same sort of time. Depends on scheduling. If it's in the week, I'll try and let you know that we're going to be going again unexpectedly. If not, expect it on a Sunday morning, maybe Sunday evening. Who knows? If you are watching this post-stream, then please let me know what would be a better time for you, morning, evening, afternoon, etc. And I'll try and schedule around when most people are going to be available. And so, yeah, maybe a late evening Sunday stream. Why not? Anyway, whenever we return, it will be within a week for once. We will return at the Shelbourne fixture with Georgi Shennikov up front. So thank you all for coming to watch. And I don't know how to close this out really, because it's a bit weird. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the stream, then tickle the like button. If you've enjoyed watching the VOD version of the stream, then tickle that like button as well. Go crazy. Why not? If you're new to the channel or you've not seen this before, then please go back and look at sort of where Return of the Rovers came from. And I wish you all the very best rest of your Sunday. So, from me, it's goodbye for now. Thanks for watching, guys.